Looking at Santa Tracker right now, he is in Asia. But I heard him explain ere he drove out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's Christmas! I am in the studio for Christmas Eve. We're going to go through all of the emotions of Christmas right here. Let's get going. Also, I did not think this through because I put my hair up in a bun and realised that I needed to wear a Christmas hat. So it looks a bit weird, but we're just going to go with it anyway. So that's me. Stealthany's here too, ready to do it large. Let's do Christmas. We know that the countdown is on. Santa is on his way. He is already on his journey. He's visited a whole load of countries. I'm excited to see where he is right now. A current estimate, he is about 8.5 hours away from the UK. So the time is on. He's getting closer. As you're preparing for Christmas, I'm sure one thing that many of you are going to be getting up to is Christmas wrapping. If you're like me and you've left everything for the last minute, tonight is the last night that you have to wrap all your Christmas presents, so you've got to get on it. There is no other time to do it now. This is it. The moment has come. Are you super stressed? Are you on top of it? Maybe you're just sat at home having a hot chocolate and thinking, this is great, I'm all sorted. I have brought my wrapping into the studio. I thought that as so many of you will probably be wrapping presents tonight, I'll try and join you in wrapping presents. Not that I'm trying to like kill two birds with one stone or anything, but I can at least share your pain with trying to wrap presents, because that is never fun. I don't know who likes wrapping presents, but that is tough. That's why you need a good playlist. Looking at Santa Tracker right now, he is in Asia. He's working his way around the world. He's just gone through a bit of India and Thailand. He's just literally finished in Thailand and he's moving his way across. So that is your current estimate with Santa. He has just left Thailand. Everybody, be aware, he's about 8 hours away. You have 8 hours to prepare before Santa comes. Better get kids to bed. Trying to get you all prepped for Christmas. Got my jazzy Christmas backing music on again. Just makes you feel so relaxed. Oh, isn't that lovely? I thought that this would help in trying to relax me as I try and prepare to now do some wrapping in the studio. I had to use the floor because there's not enough desk space, so I laid up my wrapping paper on the floor and I've cut up a load of sellotape. This is my pro tip, not that I am a pro at this in any way, shape or form, but cut a load of sellotape out so you can just grab them and stick them on when you need them. That's what I always do, and that just kind of saves me getting all kerfuffled trying to hold things in place and cut sellotape. The only problem is I've got it all up my arm right now, all these bits of sellotape, but my headphone lead is getting stuck on all the bits of sellotape, so I did not think this through, obviously. But we need to give you an update on Santa. Where is he right now? Having a little look. He is just about to reach Pakistan. He is about to make his way into Pakistan. He's about 10 seconds away from arriving in Pakistan, so he's making his way around. I'm excited to see where he's going to go next. This is like so... It's not even the fact that he's going to arrive here, it's just the fact that you just get to track Santa all the way around the world. I'm discovering places I never knew existed. Also, just as a side note, during that song, I managed to wrap 2 presents. Oh yes! So I feel quite accomplished. You know, if you get a good soundtrack, get a good song on, it really does help you to just move that wrapping along. I tell you what, one thing that I found with wrapping presents is the fact that when I go shopping, I often look for presents that are in boxes because then they're a lot easier to wrap. If they're not in a box, you've got to try and deal with some really tough angles and just awkward shapes which are not fun to wrap. It's not worth it, it's too much stress. So I'm glad that what's making my wrapping speedier is having boxes. Although I'm trying to pack some that are in boxes. Also, I have another question, which is, is it okay if you order something online to wrap it in the box that it came in? Because, or do you have to take it out and then wrap everything separately? Because the box makes it easier to wrap. Let's be fair, so much easier. Well, the time is getting on and it's almost 6 o'clock. I have been trying to wrap presents, however, I ended up with an awkward one and it was just not going right. I don't know if you're having a better time than me. I lost the sellotape and when it should in theory go all really well, but it doesn't. That's where I'm at right now. I have a bit of a problem. I've got tape around my finger. The lovely Rita Ora with Let Me Love You. We're gonna have to do the weather now because I lost the end of the sellotape. I'm just tangled with tape. Not the best look. But we're getting there. I hope your wrapping is going better than I am doing. And it's time to get our Santa tracker out. Let's see where Santa is. I've also got some bells in the studio just to kind of help us along. Did you like that? That was my makeshift bells right there. Santa has just left Samara in Russia and is apparently heading to Georgia. He is about to arrive in Georgia, which is apparently located just above Turkey, if you didn't know. So that's where he is right now. He is approximately 7 hours away from the UK. He's coming. It is Christmas Eve and it's time for us to get ready for Santa, and one of the things we need to do is just get ourselves in the right frame of mind. If you've got kids, you need to start getting them calmed and ready, which is probably never going to happen, but we're still going to try, okay? Stealthany the elf is currently dressed in his pyjama outfit that we discovered earlier on in December, wearing his blue and white pyjamas. He's ready for a story. We're going to do the story in just a second, but first, let's just update ourselves with our Santa tracker. Okay, Santa has just currently left Qatar and is on his way to Abu Dhabi. So that's where he is. He is about 7 to 6.5 hours away. He's getting closer. But we thought, let's get you in the Christmas mood with a story, and what better story to read than The Night Before Christmas. I am going to apologise now because if you've ever heard me read to the news, you know that I am awful at trying to read stuff. So wish me luck and hopefully we don't butcher this too much. But this is the classic poem, it's actually a poem, not a story, apparently, by Clement Clarke Moore and was originally apparently released in 1823, quite a while ago. So here we go, let's just get ourselves in the mood. Get everybody seated, ready to go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. And children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her handkerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Then out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The mood on the breast of the fallen new snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below. Then what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. Oh Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As drive leaves that fell before the wild hurricane fly. when they meet an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimbley St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his toe, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he flung on his back. He looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight with his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I hope you enjoyed that little Christmas story, Christmas poem the night before Christmas. Man, I was so nervous trying to read that. I didn't realise how long it was. But I'm glad we got through it, and I hope that that's just made you feel a little bit more Christmassy. And as a family, you could just enjoy a classic Christmas poem. There's some classic stuff in there as well. I didn't realise that the bowl full of jelly thing came from that story. So you can just feel a little bit more prepped for Christmas. You've got this, parents. You've got everybody. You've got this. If you're on your own wrapping presents, if you're a family, whatever, enjoy Christmas Eve and just make it great. Let's see where Santa is right now in the world. He is currently just about to reach Madagascar. That's exciting. He's in quite a warm climate right now, if you think about it. That is where he is. He is approximately 6.5 hours away from the UK. So I hope you're prepped. I hope you're ready. Exciting times. We look forward to Santa getting here. What are you going to leave out for him? Is it going to be the classic milk and cookies? Or are you going to do something a little bit different? You've got to make sure you leave like some carrots for the reindeer, because they do a lot of hard work. In our house, we have like cookies, but Santa, in our house, we discovered, likes a little bottle of Coke. So we usually leave a little bottle of Coke out for him as well, just so he can enjoy a little bit of something different. And surprisingly, the Coke is always gone. It's always completely finished. I don't know how he does it. Breaking news, Santa is just about to reach Antarctica. He is about 1 minute away. He's on the other side of the world right now. Well, that's it from me, and that's it from Stealthany. I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, whatever you're getting up to and whoever you're spending it with. Enjoy it and just feel festive. If you like this video, then please give it a like and subscribe. I'd love to have you along for this random journey that we're on, and I'll see you next time.